My name is Not Absolutely Sure, and I don't play Valorant. Like, at all. I've played League of Legends since the beta, which, sidebar, I'm a Gangplank one-trick in League, which explains the username. But when Riot announced their CSGO clone and the time came around, I got about 3 games in during the Valorant beta and then put it down until about 3 weeks ago. If you are just interested in the mini montage, you can skip to this timestamp on screen now. As a background for myself, like I said, I played League for a long time and gave up on the ranked grind in that game forever ago, peaking about low diamond in the early seasons of League on an account I don't even have access to anymore. The push that I made for Diamond in those early seasons before there were any ranks higher than Diamond took a stupid amount of time and grinding, and I know that I don't ever want to do that to my free time again. So with Valorant, I picked up the game again because a lot of my streamer friends play it. I figured it was about time I give it a chance, and the game is pretty fun. I do have a background in CSGO, but that was years and years ago at this point. So I'm more or less coming in fresh, which is important because accuracy in gunplay in CSGO and Valorant works differently than in any other game. For anyone who doesn't know, if you move at all, your accuracy just isn't there. And the game is basically about abusing as much of the movement as you can and getting headshots by stopping just enough to shoot, and then moving again to avoid being shot yourself. Time to kill is relatively low in Valorant, and while their spin on the CSGO formula is agent abilities, which are essentially superpowers, at the end of the day, clicking heads still reigns supreme. So I leveled up to 20 in order to unlock ranked mode, and rather than practice and try to extend the time before placements, I just hopped right in to get it out of the way. Now, back in the olden days of Counter-Strike, I was an AWP player, so Chamber was the first agent I kind of stuck to. After the placements, I went on a huge loss streak trying to learn Fade. I will say that I have since started playing Sage with Neon as a backup because Sage's wall and heals offer a stupid amount to the team, and even if your aim is bad, you can still be helpful. Much like I experienced in League of Legends, Valorant has a massive portion of the player base that will insta-lock things that they are not good enough to play. So insta-lock Reynas and Jets, and then they'll refuse to help the team at all. Thankfully, I don't mind filling in for utility's sake. But we'll get to the Sage with a montage in a few minutes. So, placements. First game up, we have our insta-lock Reyna go 0-5 in the first 5 rounds, then AFK and abandon the game. One of my other teammates had the name White Pointed Hood. We did not win that game. Oddly enough, it was still kind of close. The game ended 10-13, so not a total blowout, but oh well. Game 2 was kind of a stomp. I played Chamber again and we ran over the other team for a pretty speedy 13-3 win on Breeze with a couple nice plays here and there. Nothing much to talk about. Game 3, I played Sova, and it was the most interesting game because it was also the most frustrating. Meet Twink. Twink is someone that plays this game far, far too much, and is a fantastic example of the kind of player that hurts themselves. There is hundreds of why you aren't climbing Valorant videos out there, but I can very directly tell you why Twink does not climb. Twink has a shit attitude. Seriously, that's it.
You guys fucking suck.
This is my 3rd ranked game ever, so that checks out.
Yeah, like donkey rank then. Like you have no idea what's going on.
We go!
You're actually lost.
No more.
One enemy remaining.
Last one there.
Last player standing.
Scanning ahead. Found them.
They single-handedly put down me and the other 2 people on our team he didn't queue up with the entire game, and we mostly played worse for it.
Switching sides.
Yeah, you guys know that aim labs is free, right?
Your hearts are pounding.
Like all of you should really like look into aim labs. For real, it's free.
Momentum in Valorant is important, but also confidence. If you act like a douche the entire time, you're going to lose a good chunk of your games. He completely muddied up the comms with complaining, and no one wanted to talk because he would just criticize them.
Yeah, that's just free. A good fucking attitude.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Funnily enough, he also has no backbone and can't even stick to his shit talk, because as soon as I started to get kills, he stopped going after me and went after our other teammates exclusively.
Multiple enemies A.
Sleep, brother.
Normally, I just let people have their hissy fits and ignore them because that always worked in League, but League only has text chat. With voice comms, it is much different.
Win.
Near the end of the game, I finally said something.
516 Reyna, 815 chamber. Who keeps buying a judge?
I sound a little timid here, but for the record, I was sick and had lost my voice, hence me being kind of quiet.
I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I suggest therapy. Therapy. Extreme therapy. For the three of you.
For you, I suggest anger management classes.
Yeah.
Revealing area.
I'm taking this so seriously. I just sound so angry.
I mean, you're probably going to let this ruin the rest of your day with the way you're sounding.
I actually, no. I'm about to go blow your dad and then probably get paid for it.
I think he was trying to elicit a homophobic response from me or some kind of anger, but sadly for him, I am not homophobic and it didn't really make me angry. It was just very disheartening to know that this kind of person can be a toxic teammate as much as they want and probably does this in most of the lobbies that they play in. Twink, I have a bit of advice if you ever see this video. Do yourself a favor and be less of a douche. You are objectively a good player. But if you are really hell-bent on shitting on people you get matched with, do yourself an even bigger favor and be better than us so you don't get matched in our elo. L plus ratio plus L mentality plus stay silver, loser. So we lost game 3. Game 4 was also a loss, but I think a great follow-up to playing with Cuck. I mean Twink. I was hit. I thought that was the clone.
I did too.
He was walking like a bot. I played Chamber and we lost this game 7-13. It wasn't very close. But even losing a game by significantly larger gap, I was much less frustrated losing this one because my team was just not assholes. We were all trying and calming to one another and doing our best and we just lost. It happens sometimes. We got to talking and my last game came up and everybody on the team basically told me something along the lines of, don't worry, there's losers like that all over in this game. All they do is play Valorant and they're very miserable because of it. Big Mata also said this.
Like he's a fucking loser. Why doesn't play this game? And he's still in gold.
If you're such a good smurf, then why aren't you higher ranked than me? Like, why are you matched with me?
Because his attitude sucks ass. That's why he's not.
I think a big issue with games like this where you get randomly matched with people and then locked in a game with them for 40 minutes is that a large portion of the player base don't do collaborative things very often. They're very isolationist and they don't know how to work on a team. I played sports my entire life, right up until I had a career-ending injury, so I'm very familiar with a team environment. And I think a lot of the people that are ruining lobbies in Valorant, in League, and really any team-based game just haven't had that experience. Game 5, I think, was the perfect way to cap off my placements because we got matched with MeatFlute. MeatFlute is a Neon 1 trick that almost exclusively uses the Odin, and we won the game entirely off his back. I played pretty alright for the first 4 games, but I played like dog shit this game, and purely off of a good mental fortitude and MeatFlute and I hyping up our team, we were able to eke out a win. Even though our Sage's internet took a dump like 4 or 5 times during the game, making them AFK, which definitely was not their fault, us cracking jokes, having fun, and not shitting on our team did wonders.
Chamber.
Headshot.
Good shot, Booty.
Move it. Got it.
It's been 6 rounds and I still haven't gotten a kill.
You're gonna come back, I guarantee.
Oh, stick it, stick it, stick it.
Stick it. Stick that shit. I'll stay here, I believe in you that much.
Blasphemous.
Good stuff.
Easy.
Good stuff.
Beautiful.
GG's.
Attackers win.
Good job,
Was
babe.
that supposed to be a fight?
So after all that, I get placed in Silver 3. When I first had the idea for this video, I was initially going to end it after my placements, but I knew that I was better than Silver, so instead I decided to play up to character level 30 and see if I could get gold in that time. Like I said earlier, I had a big D rank streak when I was 1 game off gold because I was trying to learn Fade, and then I picked up Sage, and that's where it really took off for me. I'll spare you the story though. This is what it's like really playing Valorant.
You're a fucking idiot.
Satisfied. Enemy removed.
I'm so good.
Does that mean I have to call you daddy now? What's happening?
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
So there it is. I got to gold by level 30. I hope this had some decent insight into what the Valorant community is like in general, and it's a lot of up and downs as expected. I also hope you enjoyed the video. This is the second video in a series I'm planning on doing where it showcases what it's like entering different gaming communities. The first one I did with Hunt Showdown and now Valorant. Let me know in the comments down below what games would you want to see me try next. And on that note, let me know if you want to see me climb more. If I had to bet with some actual practice and a bit of determination, I could probably climb my way up into plat and maybe even diamond. It wouldn't be easy, but if I really gave it a shot, I'm sure it would at least be entertaining. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and follow me on Twitch to catch me live and in person. We play all kinds of stuff over there. I'm not absolutely sure, and I'll catch you next time.